buying fish that you can catch for free, in my opinion, paradoxical. It's laughable if you're a fisherman. Am I right? So, what we are doing today is trying to find my way into this small creek, and I'm going to catch some panfish for dinner tonight. And by panfish, I'm talking about any fish that'll fit in a pan. Whether it's chain pickerel, largemouth bass, bluegills, red ear sunfish. I'm gonna try to catch some in this little creek here. Growing up as a kid, I loved to go pan fishing. And I'm gonna show you how I'm gonna catch these real quick. So I've got two different techniques I'm gonna use to catch these. One is I've got this little Yozura lure. This is gonna catch my predators. This is gonna catch my largemouth bass and my chain pickerel, because I like to eat both of those. And my second rig that I'm gonna be using here is gonna be cork. Cricket and a cork. Can't go wrong. Got my small panfish rod and reel right here. My flea fly. And the bait we're going to be using, good old-fashioned crickets. Crickets and worms. And of course, this is where we're going to get dinner tonight. It's just a regular ditch on the side of the road, but there should be some good fish in here. So, we are going to try to catch these bluegills. We're going to first start out by throwing the predator lure, and this is just a small little Yozura lure. They catch everything. We use them offshore to catch hardtails. We're going to throw that over here. We're going to be looking for bass or chain pickerel with this lure. Got him. There he is. All right. Now how about that on our predator lure? Nice little bass. Now in the state of Florida, there is no size limit on these small largemouth bass, which is great because down here in Florida, these smaller largemouth, they get so abundant, they actually crowd out the other fish and they get stunned small like this. So they're actually encouraging people to take some of these smaller ones. And luckily for us, that's the ones we want. We want small little panfish. So we're gonna collect this little guy, put him in our bucket, try to get another one. And we're just gonna catch it. Grab our crickets. Now this is the one that, this is what I'm gonna put my money on that we're gonna catch the most fish on. Take one of these little crickets and we'll hook him right through there. Booyah! Just like that. There he is. All right, what do we got? Look at there. Now that is a warmouth. Some of you know them as goggle eye. That is in fact a beautiful creek warmouth, and he will be one of our panfish dinners tonight. What do we got here? Look at here. Another species. Now I'm not going to tell you what the name of this species is. If you think you know the name of this fish, drop it in the comments and I'll give you a thumbs up if you're right. Look at there, beautiful. Another panfish species to add to our list. The crickets and cork wasn't working too well, so I used one of these type of corks that line will slide through if it's not working. Just like that, pull it off. Put your little tabs back in it and throw it in your bucket. And now we're going to break out the big guns, the worms. Crickets we've tried, lure we've tried. We just need a few for dinner. We're going to break out the big guns. Now what I'm going to be doing is I'm watching my fishing line. And when I see that line starting to swim off, watch it. You're going to see it swimming off. See that? I set the hook. Just like that. There we go. Another one of our mystery fish. You guys got to figure out what species that is. It's one for our fry. Here we go. Worms and a hook. They're sitting underneath these little cuts in the bank here. I'm just waiting for my line to take off running. There he is. Right. Another species. What do we have here? The bluegill. Everyone knows this fish. Everyone grew up catching the bluegill. And they are delicious to eat in the pan. So they're panfish. That's what we're doing, we're pan fishing. Alright, so after a very short period of pan fishing, we have enough to eat for dinner. And if you're going to be pan fishing, catching bullheads, be mindful that they have sharp little spines. I caught a couple of these little bullheads, and yes, I like to eat the little bullheads too because we're pan fishing. We're looking for fish to put in our pan to fry them. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. We've got 15 panfish to fry up tonight of a couple of different species. So we've got our warmouth. They're delicious. We have this species. Now a lot of you are going to get him wrong. I'm not going to tell you what the name of him, what his name is. He's our mystery fish. If you know what he is, let me know in the comments below. I'll give you a hint. He's very similar to one of these, but he's not the same species. This is a spotted sunfish. Some of you guys are going to call him stump knockers, but he's different from that one. We have Microptus salamotus, little largemouth bass. We have our bluegills, and of course a couple of bullheads. We're going to fry these guys up because they're delicious. Sometimes we want to go catch a couple panfish for dinner. There they are, fresh panfish from the market. And now we're going to clean these guys right here in the kitchen. If you do it right, it doesn't flick a lot of scales. Show you how I make my fish fry. I'm going to use yellow cornmeal. Put the yellow cornmeal in there. You don't need a whole bunch. I'm going to add some lemon pepper. Get that all in there. Lots of lemon pepper. And then a little bit of Slap Your Mama seasoning. Now you don't have to add salt to this. The Slap Your Mama is going to have all the salt you need, but it's going to give you a little bit of kick. Mix that in there. Fish fry batter just like Granny used to make. Alright, so we've got our batter ready to go. The bluegills are all cleaned up. Take them, roll them in that batter. Get it all inside the gut pockets. Get it all over those tails. Completely cover your bluegill and your panfish in this batter. It's going to be delicious while your grease is heating up. Once your grease is good and hot, start dropping them bad boys in there. These are going to be delicious, and a warning, they're going to cook fast. The last thing you want to do is overcook your panfish. If they start looking black, they're going to be terrible. So don't overcook them. Once it's all said and done, you're going to have a delicious panfish meal that you and the whole family is going to enjoy. Cook them with some mashed potatoes, french fries, some greens. Throw a couple chopped onions in there. You're going to enjoy it. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. Click that little subscribe button, and until next time, enjoy.